Hello, my name's Erin Shea. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been on my channel before, I'm basically documenting my mental and physical health journey here, so please follow along if that's of interest to you. So today my video will be about what I'm eating every day in order to improve my health and lose a little bit of weight. I find that when I follow my diet as I should be, by diet I just want to say that I don't mean that this is just a diet I'm on to reduce calories and everything. No, this is like a long-term thing. This is a lifestyle that I'm adopting. So when I say diet, I don't mean that it's just me cutting for a few months. No, I mean that this is my life. So when I stick to what I should be eating, I find that eating what I'm about to show you really keeps me on track and helps me feel better, have more energy. I perform better when I work out, I sleep better, rather than eating a whole bunch of chocolate, which, I mean, Easter's just gone, so who am I kidding? But yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. I really hope you get some ideas. I just want to say that for each of my meals, I try very hard to always include the 3 macronutrients, that is proteins, fats, and carbs. So every single one of my meals will have at least one thing from each of those categories to keep me full for longer and to nourish my body the way it needs to. So I really hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, like, comment if you do, and here we go. So my first meal of the day is breakfast. I've just come home from a walk. I'll work out in a few hours, so I'm gonna eat, then digest, and then work out. So for breakfast, most mornings I have fried eggs on toast with avocado and a bit of sriracha sauce. So obviously my carb is bread, my fat is avocado, and my protein is eggs, and it's delicious, especially with the sriracha sauce. I find it so yummy and I honestly look forward to it every day. First up, I'm going to toast my bread. This is my bread slice. I baked this yesterday, and then I'll get started on the eggs. So this is a really good non-stick pan, so I find that I don't usually need oil, which is good. So usually I'd have about 1/3 of an avocado, but obviously that depends on size, and this is quite small, so I'm going to have half of this. For my eggs to cook, I've just made a coffee as well. So it's 2 shots of coffee because I'm a caffeine fiend and need to reassess my life. Almond milk and hot water. So obviously, other than the excessive amount of coffee, this is actually pretty good for me. No sugar, it's not milky, so it's not going to give me tummy problems because I'm a bit lactose intolerant, and it's delish. Homemade toast with avocado, egg, and sriracha sauce for breakfast, and a coffee. Yum! Hey, so I'm about to make my lunch. So as I said earlier, I try and incorporate a protein, a fat, and a carb into every meal to make sure I'm hitting all bases. So for lunch today, I'm having chicken wraps. So obviously my protein is the chicken. My fats are homemade hummus and some avocado, and my carbs are all my veggies and the wrap itself. Another fat I'm having is a bit of cheese on it as well. I find this meal really, really yummy. It's probably one of my more calorie dense meals for the day. It usually keeps me full until the late afternoon when I'll eat something else. I find it beneficial to eat a series of smaller meals per day. If I try and eat 3 larger ones, I just find myself getting very, very snacky, and I find that I generally tend to stick to my, to what I should be eating when I eat like this. So I'll show you. So because I'm super lazy, I'm just smashing it straight into the wrap, which probably isn't quite as pretty as it could be, but it's still delicious, and that's all that matters. And I'm a millennial and I own a house, and I'm still having smashed avo. After my avo and my hummus, then comes chicken. As I said, I have cooked this, and I just go through it over a series of days, so it's about enough to fill me up. And my boyfriend also eats that chicken. Tomato. Then a big handful of spinach because it gets so small. And it's full of iron and lots of other things that I want to have in my body. So there's my wrap. Yum! Delicious. So I just wrap it up in true wrap form. And I have here nice hummus, avocado, cheese and salad wrap. So good. So it's a few hours later and I'm making a snack. It's kind of a big snack, kind of like a second lunch type situation. It's about 3 o'clock and I'm hungry again because story of my life. So I'm just going to make a couple of smoothies, one for me, one for my partner. And I really find that these smoothies, they really help me keep on track because they're quite sweet, so it kind of satisfies that sweet tooth. And they're really filling until dinner. So, as always, I have protein, fat, and carbs in everything I eat. So, my main protein source is protein powder, and I also have some almond butter, which also serves as a fat. Carbs wise, I've got quite a bit. I've got some frozen blueberries, I've got some cacao powder, I've got cacao nibs, and baby spinach, because you don't even taste it, it doesn't affect the color or anything, it's just as delicious, and it's a really good way to just get a crap load of baby spinach into my diet without even noticing. So here goes. So first up, I'm going to add some ice to keep it nice and cold. Next up, I'm going to add bananas. I forgot to get the bananas beforehand, but I'm getting 2 bananas. So 2 bananas, ideally these would be frozen, but they're not, which is why I've added so much ice. And they're really itty bitty bananas. So obviously this is another cup as well. And bananas tend to be quite filling. I'll also add about a cup of frozen blueberries, so half a cup per person. Next up, I add cacao powder. I know the weight, so I'll just weigh it and add 10 grams. So it's about a tablespoon. So that's about right. About 30 grams each of protein powder. So I have my favorite Tropic protein powder. It doesn't come with a scoop, but it's about 25 grams a serve. But as per this recipe, I'm adding about 30 grams per smoothie. Almond butter, again, it's about a tablespoon each, or about 20 grams each. All right, that's about it. And then I'm going to add some water. I find that about 3/4 of a cup each usually does the trick, but you know. And then we blend. Delicious. So you totally could serve these in normal glasses, but it makes me feel really fancy when they're in a jar. So I put them in a jar so I can feel a bit fancy, and I'll just sprinkle some cacao powder on top. Not cacao powder, nibs. And voila! One chocolate berry banana smoothie, complete with one bamboo straw for added bouginess. They're so good. I honestly look forward to these every single day. They're so good and so sweet and so filling. This will keep me going and I don't need dessert. So last but not least, for dinner tonight we're doing a chicken soup. It's not quite a chicken soup, it's got this really long name that I can't pronounce, but I'll write it down here so you know what I'm talking about. But basically I've just got it in these containers like this. I cooked this in the slow cooker. I've had it in the freezer, so I've kind of meal prepped it so I don't really have to think about it, especially if I run out of time or I've just had a busy day or I'm just feeling a bit lazy. So we're having this tonight. It's really good. My protein is chicken, my fat is coconut milk, and my carbs are all the veggies I have in it. So I'm just gonna heat this up in a pot. So it's super easy, shouldn't take longer than a couple of minutes. So this way I know what I'm putting in my body, I know that it's healthy, I know it has good ingredients, because you'll never really get that at a restaurant. And just on the lid here, I've got the name of it, number of servings, and the date that it was frozen, although I don't think you can see that, but you get the idea. Now, this is quite filling on its own, but I could have it with toast if I wanted to, but honestly, after my last snack, I'm actually still pretty happy with just having this, so I won't have toast simply because I don't eat it. So this is what it looks like all done. It's delicious. I'm looking forward to this meal, so I'll dig in. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.